All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I had my TV back up, hooked up, back up and running. Let's see if this works real quick. Okay, there's reports of Hell's Angels in Indiana, down in Delphi or whatever. I don't know if them reports are real, but please stay out of their way. Uh, they must be here on business or whatever. You know, all these people talking about the biker clubs and the uh, being initiated into it down there or something. I know it ain't the Angels. Uh, so it might be this club that I don't know. These guys were talking. Some of these YouTubers were talking about on that. Maybe I don't know. We know the family was involved in Harley stuff or rallies or whatever. Uh, I know the family now is suspect. This case has come 360 back around. So, ladies and gentlemen, if it is the Hells Angels, stay out of their way. They must be here on business or to support or find out what club was doing that. You know, even MCs, one percenters don't even kill little girls, right? These guys down there in Delphi created them. These YouTubers, boy, they created one heck of a mess, right? And that one YouTuber and his family and everything that blamed it on other other organizations and stuff. They probably messed up down there. They probably really messed up down there. So if they are in town, folks, let them let them do. They're not violent people. It's not like it was in the '60s where the Hell's Angels came in and the whole town was crazy. No, no. If they're down there in Indiana, they're there for a reason. We know this much. It was no Hell's Angel guy that did this or anything, or any club that would be stupid. Why? Because it draws attention to the club, and Hell's Angels don't operate that way. Not at all. Good morning, Miss Debbie, or afternoon, Miss Debbie. Good morning, well, afternoon, Cyber Warrior. So I don't know. Like I said, folks, I don't know if that's true or not. There just has been reports. It wouldn't shock me if the Angels are down there and a couple other groups. Not at all. Would not shock me at all. I can only ask you to stay out of their way. That's it. That's all you could do. Uh, you don't want to mess with them, dude. you you don't want to mess with them. To let them do whatever they're gonna do. Uh, and this is what happens when you blame organizations, right? We had that one biker down there blaming the syndicate, the mafioso, and everything. Let this be a lesson to you guys down there. Something like this, you don't blame other organizations on the double murder of two little girls, right? You just don't do that. And that's probably why all these clubs are coming in because they're probably wanting a piece of these guys, or I wouldn't doubt it if it's true, right? We have no idea if it's true or not. There's just someone mentioned something about the Angels, and I was like, ooh, we must be on the right track. Then these boys down there must have pissed off a lot of people. And let that be a lesson to you guys. Don't place yourselves at a crime that you didn't do just to be famous or to get your 15 minutes of fame. And don't blame other organizations in the double murder of two young girls. Uh, right? It might have been bikers, but not Hell's Angels. It might have been Syndicate, but not the real mafia or whatever. These wannabe clubs or whatever. Not sanctioned, right? They might have been. There might be Odin bikers coming in, the Odin MC1 club. They might be coming in because everyone's talking as the Odin. Well, we knew, you know, Odin biker MC club. Club is popular. And all these clubs are popular, but them are the them are the one percenters. Them are the guys that you don't you don't mess with them dudes, and you don't blame them for anything, right? You don't blame them for anything if you don't have stone cold proof. And I don't know, being as much talk in the Delphi case that they were some organization or club, or that some of these YouTubers were being associated into. Uh, I don't know. These other clubs might be looking for this club, right? You had meth, you had prostitution down there, you had all this. I don't see. I live out here. I have not seen one Hell's Angel around. Now I've seen Mongos. I've seen some Mongos. Okay, I'm actually up here by Mongo. I've seen some Mongos, but they don't cause trouble, right? They don't come into town and terrorize. They don't. That maybe in the 70s, right, 60s or whatever. But today, no, no. But I ain't seen no Hell's Angels out here. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe 10 years ago, I seen one Mongo out here. And we all know Mongos don't operate that way. And Jesse Ventura will tell you that way. They don't kill little tiny girls. They might have done that to the family, the older ones, the people in the family, but not to little girls. Same thing with the Mafia and the Syndicate. I know for a fact there's no way the Italians would have done that. They would have killed the boss of this family, whoever put that out to kill these two girls. The Mafia would have whacked that dude for killing two little girls. That's too much heat on the American organizations. You understand? This stuff don't happen in Italy, Sicily. They beat your brains in if you even talked about killing two little girls. The Mafia bosses would kill every single boss if they found out they were killing little girls. They don't do that in Sicily. That's why Sicily is so pissed at the American thing that they created, because it's obvious they must, or something. I don't know. But I don't think the Italians would do something like that, because they got kids and grandkids and morals. And I don't think an MC club, you would have to do something pretty bad to these clubs or Mafia for them to kill your young kids. You would have to do something very, very bad, like blame them for that. So now, ladies and gentlemen, no, they don't go after kids. They would have wiped out the whole family and left the kids. That's just how it's too much heat. You start killing little girls, and porn and talks of snuff films like we've been hearing. I just don't think they would put up with that. They don't do that kind of stuff. They have morals. Believe it or not, they're stone cold killers. But even some of these people have morals. There's just certain things they won't make money on. Now, we've seen mafios and MC one percenter clubs back away. Well, we don't operate that way, and they'll get rid of their own people if they find out something like that was going down and it was being hidden from the club or the head boss of the mafia. They'd wipe these guys out. Right? That's bringing too much heat down on the organization. And we all know the mafia and the biker MC clubs, or whatever these clubs are, don't like publicity. They're low-key organizations. They don't get on TV and do stuff like that. They don't do sacrifices. They're not into Odinism stuff. This Odin stuff is now leaning towards it's bikers. because the Italians, they don't monkey with this. Oh, they don't believe in all that. It's definitely probably white supremacist, like the government is thinking. Just be safe, stay out of the way of any MC 1% club, folks. I'm here to tell you, they're 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 good people in protecting children and stuff like that, but you don't want to bring them into something like the Delphi case. But that's maybe why they're down there, is because somebody did something they shouldn't have done. Like I said, I have no idea if they're down there. I don't know. If I got word and they were coming, you best just stay out of their way. Lock your doors and just stay out of their way. Let them do what they got to do, and they'll leave peacefully. They will leave peacefully. So I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is true, stay out of their way. Right? They don't take kind to these people, blaming them for it. I don't know why these people said that. Hey, YouTubers out there, if you're listening to this, there ain't no amount of money or fame to place yourself at that murder. You got to be half nuts. And any friend or organization that you once did belong to now has blackballed you, and you ain't gonna get no help from them, right? Because you brung heat down on their thing that the head guys might not even have known. They might not even have known what you guys were doing. Boy, I'd hate to be this mess. I don't know what these people created down there, but I know it wasn't me. So you guys got a lot of work to do down there in Delphi, you Delphi crew down there. Now a lot of us have figured out that some of these YouTubers were questioned, not because they were there, because their records proved that they fit the description or the intention or motive of this crime before. That's why they were questioned. So I don't know what these guys did. I'll do the best I can to try and talk them out of it. But if these guys are in town, they're there to protect, and they're down there to get to the bottom of who the heck is saying what club is initiating people. And you got to kill kids to get in. These people, they really screwed up. They really screwed up, folks. Do you understand? And it makes sense, because the family of these two girls were already in deep shit before the murders. This is not good. This is not good at all. And I feel for the family of these two girls, and I feel for the other 28 women that were killed down there, and kids that were found in suitcases and stuff down there. I feel horrible for the families down there, down south in that area. Abby and Libby were not the only ones. They were not the only ones. Now they got a lot of explaining to do down there. I'm not getting in the way of the Hell's Angels. You've got to be nuts. You got to be crazy. If anything, if they're down here to help, if any of these clubs, Mongos, Warlock, any of them are here to find out what club is doing this, or what club these guys were being initiated into, that rode motorcycles, that these YouTubers or whatever, then you let them do their work. Don't get in their way. This is horrible. This is just effing horrible. And then to top it off. You got cops that they're killing and police that were making up fake lies and covering up stuff. This is not good, folks. I don't care what any of these YouTubers say. I don't care. The police have been, you don't know what I think we're onto the right track. I think you best step aside, boys. You got FBI, Homeland Security, and now a bunch of bikers showing up. You boys did something very bad down there. And some of you women and you YouTubers. Now the truth, some of these guys are making videos saying some of these YouTubers got records longer than our arms for violence against women and children and killing, threatening to kill women and children. Next time someone tells you not to mess around with people, I hope you folks listen. I really do. There's nothing we can do. This is not good, man. This ain't good for these people down there. This is a stain on it. Why did they let it get this far? I have no idea. But it's obvious we're onto something because reports of Hell's Angels, I haven't seen any. Could they be down there? You bet your ass. Even the scumbuckets of everyone saying MC clubs, 1%ers, even they don't kill little girls. And they certainly don't blame other organizations. I don't know what these dudes did. I know there's some outlaws out here. They MC clubs. They might be bringing in these clubs to straighten this mess up down there. Maybe. Maybe. Right? And even George will tell you guys that. Watch George from and Sonny Bulger and them guys from the Hells Angels and shit. They'll come right on and tell you, we don't do shit like that, Johnny. And I know you don't, George. There ain't no way that this shit that these people been pumping out had anything to do with the mafia or any of these probably clubs. It was probably of scragglers that wanted to start their own thing because one of these clubs or secret organizations, he wasn't allowed to run it. Thus for jealousy, and they created this mess. And I'm not stopping it. They call here and no, you let these guys come in. And they will find out what club is initiating people this way in America. Right? I can see a gang doing that because gangs don't care. They just want you to kill somebody and it to be on the news for you to be in their gang. They don't care who it is, whether it's innocent or not, to be a part of their gang initiation. And I got plenty of footage of high upper class gang members saying just that. They don't care who it is. Go out and kill someone. We want to see it on the news. Then we believe you. Then we know you'll kill for the organization, club, gang, whatever. Usually the organizations don't do that. Mafia don't do that. It's this gang, these clubs, whatever. And I find it a bunch of crap with these. And I'm dumb, people. I got scientists saying I got problems. But I ain't that dumb. Why? Because I know. And that's as far as I'm going. Now, as far as I'm concerned with Delphi and these YouTubers that think they're tough guys and been attacking us and been sending your muscle towards me, I don't know what to tell you. You're pissed because we solved the case. You don't even know weapons experts. You don't even know weapons. You don't even know what it is to break down a SIG 40 cal. That whole gun breaks down. That whole gun you can disassemble and use other same weapon receivers and everything else, folks. There's so much into solving murders, it'll make your head spin. I'm not cut out for it. I'm just the lead dog. I'll point you in the way. It's your jobs to figure it out. Don't ever kick a government branch off a double murder case with possibly the most biggest child ring, meth ring, whatever, off a case and then act stumpless like you can't get help. But being that I know FBI and Homeland Security, I know they've been watching these idiots all along. So for yous out there that said this, that said that, that's fine. Stay out of these guys' ways. If it's true, the reports that the Hells Angels and other people are in Indiana, then best stay out their way. Don't piss them off. And that's all I can say. You don't want them guys being pissed off. I feel sorry for these people, but no one did it but themselves. You had Harmon on there. You had Greeno on her. I was there exactly at the time of the murder. Are these dudes nuts, man? 4 years into the case, they knew about sticks penetrating, carving on trees, leaked information that only they knew to profit their channels. I can't help these dudes. I can't help these women. I can't help these doctors, so-called science doctors. I can't do this, man. Call me when the government is ready to listen, ready to do something. Call me then. I got stuff to do. Debbie, my TV looks like it's working. Boy, I got a lot of birds coming. Look at them all. Hold on, Debbie. I got a lot of birds out there, Deb. Like I said, folks, there's nothing we could do. They have caught police lying about the case. Police have died. There's been a shootout. This is what happens with corruption. Trump is going to drain the swamp. There might be a civil war. We have no idea. There might be some kind of, hopefully the government comes in. If I was sitting in the house, I would already called people in. I would already called a time when people have to be off the streets or you will be locked up, right? You want to bring justice and safety. You put a curfew on it, right? You lock it down, baby. I mean, I'm not even a professional, and I could tell you exactly how to handle this situation. But I'm not the professional, and I don't make 100,000 or 50,000. I don't make nothing. So all I could do is give these people my opinion. Why? Because I got a kid. I got family and nephews, and you think I want that to happen to someone I know? No. These guys did something. They tried to turn it on other people. You tried to pull a Warriors on some dudes you should have never tried to pull a Warriors thing on. We all seen the Warriors movie. It was the Warriors. Boy, you people really screwed up. I don't know why. Oh, look at Debbie. Finally, I got one in the bird feeder. Oh, he dropped down. Here they come. Here they come, little boogers. You know, with all the yelling and screaming around outside, that scares them. They'll take off. All right, ladies, gentlemen, have a great day. If the reports, repeat, if the reports are true, and there is angels down there in Delphi, stay away. They're there for a reason. And that's all I can say. And that's the same thing with the FBI. I heard a couple of you guys saying they're terrorists. No, if they're driving around and they're in black vehicles, tinted windows, that's FBI, boys. You just relax. Let them do their jobs. Let them do their jobs. You don't kick FBI off of any case, and you don't kick Homeland Security off of any case. And I don't know who fed you guys that line of crap. The police can tell them they don't need their assistance, but I know FBI and Homeland good enough to know that they will carry this investigation on themselves. They don't need a state to tell them, oh, stop investigating. You don't do that to federal government. I don't know who fed you guys this line of shit, and that they caused more trouble than anything. And you have no idea if Delphi police are still working with FBI and not telling people that these people know nothing. They know nothing. They act like they do. Some of them might know a little, but I know nothing. I'm an idiot. And I got paperwork to prove it. But I can tell you this, I ain't buying these people's crap. From day one, I didn't buy this Delphi story. And I'm no pro. Not at all. Debbie, I got my big TV up, back and working. I think it is either a microwave gun they're using, some kind of a microwave device, or I have a ghost or some kind of a spirit that someone is bringing to this apartment complex. We get rid of it, they bring it back. We get rid of it, they bring it back. We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Kramer, the original John Kramer, the original Johnny Kramer. I've been through hell. I've swam through many oceans of crap to get where I am. I never stepped on anyone's feet, and I never hurt or killed anybody in my life. I have defended myself, but never deliberately went out and did mad stuff to be famous. I was famous the day I was born because I'm one of God's kids. All glory goes to God. Amen. You can keep your money. You can keep your fame and your top dog YouTube channels. We don't want nothing of them, especially when you lie. You manipulate videos and voice recordings. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won this case already, and we have found these people not only to be crazy. Most of the people that are running this Delphi case down there are actually the sketches that we are seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, we, the people, rest our case. You folks been bamboozled. America has been bamboozled, whatever you want to call it. And we, the people, rest our case. We know it's just a bunch of crap. Richard Allen is the Delphi case bridge guy. He did it himself. All right. If you got the proof, we'll back you 100%. If you got the proof and Richard Allen is guilty, I'm not going to question him. You know what I'm going to ask the government and everybody else? Were there more? And if the police and the FBI say we believe there was more in this, then ladies and gentlemen, Delphi will go on until Doug Carter and the rest of these guys do exactly what they said. Doug Carter said they're not going to stop until they get every single one of these people. And I'll be 100% there backing them. There's some things you back and some things you don't. There's some things you keep your mouth shut if you belong to an organization or a club or anything like that. But when it comes to our children being killed, and that's number one rule, and I respect the mafia more than these clubs right now, because the mafia have morals. They have laws within. They're like a government. And there's certain things you don't get involved in. Some of these higher up big biker clubs are the same way. There's certain things you just don't get involved with unless it's children. Then they break the rules. So, you ladies and gentlemen, I hope today is the day. I hope they put another one away involved in the madness down there. But I know as well as everybody else and anybody that knows anything about the streets or anything about crime, when you got police, baby, and you got FBI telling you there's more, well, baby, it's hard to stop this case. I'm going to tell you like we told Montana. When you're dealing with 50 million staring right into a camera, it's going to hard to get you off of this one, baby. You're going to do some time. And that's what we're telling these people in this Delphi case. And yes, they can go after some of these YouTubers. They are not movie companies. They never were making movies. They were crime channels. And now all of a sudden they're movie channels. Well, too late, baby. Right? Who loves you? I have no idea. Right? But I'm going to tell you folks a little thing that a great man once said. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. And you best not go to bed when you got prices on your heads. Don't do it. And you best keep your eyes on the straight and narrow, Jack. You best keep it on the sparrow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we rest our case. Are there more involved? Yes. You want the I'm not going to be one of these politicians. I lie to them. I ain't lying. We're coming to our end of our lives anyway. We got none to lose. We're not going to lie. And especially not to the American people. And I will not lie to the people and my family that put their lives on the line so you folks can live in this country and be a part of the American dream. We all want a slice of the American pie. You folks want billions. I want just enough to survive comfortably. Why? Because I'm not a glutton. And I don't need it all. Because the more you got, the more headaches you got. God bless you all. Be safe. Stay out of their way. If it's true what they're saying, that Hell's Angels are in town. If they are, stay away. Let them do their own investigation. Let them find out. God bless you all. This is a hard one, baby. This is a hard one to get these guys out. You got cops, corrupted cops, leading people away from these. This is a hard one to get these guys off of, baby. Not when you're looking at that. We're going to tell you like we told Montana. It don't look good, baby. You best have a lot of money. And I don't even think the money's going to get you out of it. I don't think so. You folks have a great day. God bless. I got chores to do. Thank God I got my big TV back up and running, or my monitor. And I want to thank all the great people. Oh, we got a new person in chat today. Greg P. Odinist cult in Delphi. It very well might be an Odinist cult. And they ride Harleys. Very well might be. But I don't think as a group, I don't know what kind of woman these women are, but I don't believe that as a big giant organization, they did this. If they did, one of the most stupidest organizations in the world. And literally, with the new laws put in place and the RICO Act, every single Odin, every single Mason, whatever these guys belong to, is now subject to termination, and it's over. The RICO Act. You got meth, prostitution. If they're connecting them to the Odin Masons, it's over with, boys. Now they have enough to wipe this organization's out. And possibly a war. Have a great day. God bless you all. I got to get back to cleaning around. I had to tear my whole front room apart just to get all these wires figured out. But the TV's up and running. I got to get me a power conditioner here soon. And we'll be back to up and running. God bless everybody. I do want to thank the internet company. I don't want to mention what internet company it is because you idiots will try hacking their servers just to get info on cases. But I do want to thank my internet company. It's been up and running. I've had a couple glitches, but you guys are doing great. The internet has been running great, man. It's been up and running. The videos seem a lot clearer. Now I need to get my interface back out and up and running, and my 48 volt mics, and get everything out. This is stuff that's used for recording music, but I could use it. I'll get my workstation on. I guess I could use it from what Steve was saying. I could use it as podcast stuff too. I'll use that. I got tons of this stuff around. Well, not tons, but mics and interfaces and preamps and amps and stuff like that, and for studio stuff. Not much. I sold a lot of stuff. I'm poor, right? That's how us guys do in the musician world. We'll buy cheap, used. Then if the price goes up, even used equipment goes up, then we sell. I think I've had about 30, 40 guitars here at one time, but I sold it. About 4 drum sets, I sold them. Then I do work in the summer to make a couple bucks, and I buy used, good condition. I'm very picky about my instruments. I love instruments that ain't all scratched and stickers all over them. I love good condition, used instruments. And I worked for everything I got. There ain't nobody gave me nothing. Nobody, I'm 50 some years old. Nobody died and left me a buttload of money. I'm a retard. I worked for everything I had. God bless America. Be safe, folks. The Delphi case was not going to be over. I hate to say it, even after Richard Allen is found guilty. Have a great day. God bless. I'll see you later.